Sorry. Hi, Sheldon. Can you talk a little bit about tonight's game? John Tavares said there was the potential for it to be sloppy that you guys have to be on guard for.
Yeah, obviously, when you haven't played for a long time, you just have to be really mindful and aware. You got to be extra focused on your habits and your details. Those are the kind of things that it takes a while to get going. You got to get in a groove with games and your habits and things like that. We've tried to really harp on that through our practices. We feel like we've had some really good practices here, especially the last couple of days. The team very much looks ready to play a game. But yeah, you're going to have to work your way back into it. And then you got the extra layer here tonight with having an empty arena. So again, just another way you've got to be focused on your own and, be ready to execute. You can't rely upon the energy and the atmosphere. So we've got to get back into that mindset that we would have had last season.
And the follow-up, maybe the best way to question the lineup tonight would be, do you anticipate using any taxi squad players tonight?
We've got some guys on the ice here right now. Obviously, with Muzzin, Riley, and Nylander are the biggest question marks for us here. Marner and Sandin are going to play. The three guys who had their first day back with us yesterday, they're question marks for us, and we won't know on them, certainly until they get off the ice, but maybe even until later in the day and how they've responded and how they're feeling. And then they go through the process with the medical team.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Luke Fox with Sportsnet. Go ahead, Luke.
Hi, Sheldon. Just how much of a silver lining maybe is it that the pause allowed you to get a guy like Mitch and Rasmus back in without missing more games?
I think it's a positive for them specifically. I think that certainly coming right out of the Christmas break, we thought we would have had one, if not both of them. But those games that ended up getting postponed when we were out on that Western trip, that allowed more time for them to come back and not miss as many games, but I think as a group, we were certainly ready to play those games, and, our schedule is going to change and we'll have to adapt to that here as a result now. So there's no ideal circumstance for anybody, but, the fact that those guys have had the additional time, and probably even more importantly, because those guys, we're working their way back and we're skating and all of that. But, before we pause here, but all the players that are coming off of dealing with COVID, they've had additional time now. I think that's the more important part.
And how did it feel like driving to the rink? This is a first game day in over 2 weeks. Like, how did you feel, and what's the sense of the room today?
A lot of excitement. It's different. Obviously you guys know we don't spend any time in this facility unless we're playing on a game day. So it's been a while since we've been here. It's a different part of your routine coming in and making your way down here. It's a different environment. You're adjusting back to it. The facility is much different, but lots of excitement because that's what I really like about the fact that we use this this building for games, because you come in here, it's game day. And with that brings a level of excitement that you're getting back at it.
And safe to say Jack's starting tonight?
Yes.